bad. Good to see you.
What about the key?
I explained you can already, sir. You're here to arrest me, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm ready for you to arrest me.
Yes, sir. Come on, man.
Not bad.
Come on. Don't make me more difficult than you already are. All right?
You're under arrest, sir.
Said it wasn't criminal trespassing yesterday. When the bomb squad came out, they didn't tell us that. When the state troopers came out, they didn't tell us that. When the inside people came out, they didn't tell us that. We've interacted with several different members of several different law enforcement, not necessarily agencies, but within different groups, and no one has said that. No one. I literally was. I came up here while you guys were talking to us.
We've already explained to people the deal.
I'm asking you to please explain so that people can understand why this is criminal trespassing, so we were not told that. I'm not trying to argue with you, sir. I'm just trying to understand why we weren't informed of that.
That is my explanation. There are administrative rules that are in place in this building. This is a violation of those by record.
Can you tell me which rule that is so I can look it up? Thank you. I'm just gonna come up a little so I can hear you better.
So basically, they're arresting him for criminal trespassing because of violation of rules and procedures pertaining to being on the grounds of the Capitol, permitting issues and such. The main thing they're taking issue with is the fact that he has a tent and he's basically been camping here. Got the captain there on the left, awesome guy. Remember working with him at UCO for their first ever black male summit a few years ago. So he is not resisting, but he is being uncooperative as well. Nonviolent civil disobedience, very, very Gandhian.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're calling to get a wheelchair now to better facilitate the removal of this young man.
Brandon! Brandon! Drive right up to the sidewalk over there.
Okay, so can see back there is the highway patrol vehicle they have on standby to facilitate the removal of this young man from the top of the steps of the Oklahoma State Capitol. So they're bringing a wheelchair out.
No.
No.
There's one around no, here. They're to the side to get inside of it, but not up to the classroom.
Yeah, so there's no ramp. This is not a wheelchair accessible stairway to these symbolic giant doors to the Capitol. So that's the current situation. So this young man, his first name is Jahaven. He's been here since Saturday night, continuously occupying the steps of the Oklahoma State Capitol.
Once you we'll carry them down to here, and we can ramp them from here all the way down. There's a ramp right over here all the way down.
So for those of you just joining in, he is being arrested for criminal trespass, and they're going to physically carry him. He is offering no resistance whatsoever, but he is not cooperating either, taking a page out of the Mahatma Gandhi playbook. And so they're carrying him down the steps carefully, and then they will place him in this wheelchair back that way as a wheelchair ramp that they will roll him down to the waiting Oklahoma Highway Patrol SUV right over there. So they're doing a pretty good job of being fairly gentle with him, not abusing him in any way. But they're just here doing their job, folks. So again, that was Captain Paul Tibbetts, highly respected, highly decorated veteran of the Oklahoma Highway Patrol that was in charge of this operation this morning. Yeah, you might want to wait on this. And again, he's going dead weight on him.
Nancy, can you copy Arizona?
but they're going to get him in there in the front seat. And they're getting his seatbelt buckled up, safety first.
I told him we had already responded and the employees are on the scene to be just that we go back out.
Loading up, and they'll be rolling out shortly. So there you have it, OHP 279. It's the vehicle that they're using to remove this young man from the grounds of the state capitol. Again, he is under arrest for criminal trespass. That's the charge. They've taken issue with him basically camping, more or less. The fact that he had a tent was their bone of contention, so to speak. And again, he's been here, peacefully occupying the steps of the Oklahoma State Capitol since this past Saturday evening. Just sort of sitting there, doing his own thing. And in his own words, he was doing this to occupy the state capitol until he sees real change. And part of that real change has to do with accountability, common standards, holding the people inside that building as well as law enforcement to the same standards as the rest of us, equality before the law, things of that sort. Okay, so they're in there and they're talking to him.
I like how Oklahoma's standard for greatness is you're going to find.
No idea what they're saying, but they'll be leaving shortly. There's Captain T over there on the phone.
Realistic goals for her. I'm trying to be okay. Great.
Okay, well, it looks like they're going to take the handcuffs off of him now. So the trooper that's unhandcuffing right now just indicated they've come to an agreement of some sort. Hopefully this will cause him to not be arrested, but we shall see. that's different. But then again, you never know who's watching these things and what can happen from that point. So we'll follow him back over here as this story continues to develop. We have some more state troopers on the scene.
Yes,
said they're going to take it.
This lady right here is going to help right here.
Let's go ahead and get it going.
Okay, so the tent is coming down.
Hey, Doug, y'all have left. They're going to bring a cart to help her out. Bring up a cart. Bring a cart.
My understanding was you're going to help us take the tent down.
And we had a misunderstanding, sir. My understanding was you guys are taking the tent down as long as I do not interfere.
Have somebody take the tent down. Let's get them up here. They're on the way. Okay. All right. Make sure there's no misunderstanding.
Okay, so basically the agreement they've come to is that the tent cannot stay, but he can if the tent goes. So Highway Patrol, Capitol staff, they are sending some personnel to help with the disassembly of the tent. It seems like he's taking issue with people touching his stuff, as he puts it, that do not support his protest, so this may be an issue. All right, so there's some Capitol staff there. They're bringing up a cart that they will use to cart off these materials, the tent and other associated items. So basically, once again, they're telling him that the tent and the bedding has to go, but if he agrees to have that removed, he himself is welcome to stay as long as he wants. Morning.
Put the clothing aside, they're gonna take that and remove all that. Take everything out of there.
I just got permission to be up here for as long as I want. Win-win.
There you go.
I said this is perfect. I just got permission to be up here for as long as I want.
They don't have camping skills. They don't have camping skills. The little plant.
So are you guys gonna store the tent for me? Are you guys gonna put that in your vehicles? Okay. So we're gonna take it down, fold it, and you guys are gonna take it to the cars, is that correct? And all the belongings and everything? Okay.
So Captain T is over there. He's providing Jahaven with printed copies of all the pertinent rules and regulations that apply to this situation.
If you fold them up from the bottom, it's easy.
You just kind of accordion fold them as you take them out, and it stops them from doing all that screen. Yeah, there you go.
So down there we have six additional state troopers here. Get a better shot of the work crew that's disassembling this tent. At least we're up here under cover, not getting rained on. And again, you can see him standing over there just observing calmly, peacefully, not offering any resistance, but again, not necessarily cooperating either.
We're going to claim absolute everything. I
Park it right by those bollards, right here, next to those, the handicap parking spot. Right?
Handicap
Well, just next to it.
just next to the
Right
handicap
next to
spot,
it.
right over by before that blue minivan,
Well, actually, right there. Right, you see that white Toyota? Just right in front of it.
in front of the white Toyota. Got it.
But just on this side of the street.
All right, where does she go?
We're going to put it all in our vehicle.
Okay, so they want you to park just in front of that white Toyota that's facing this way on this side of the street.
That little car? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right,
Like
right.
in the handicap kind of?
Well, in front in that area, right in front of the handicap spot.
All right,
Don't
so
actually park in the handicap
gap
spot.
where there's not technically a spot.
Yes.
I got you. Okay.
Hey, guys, we got some
She's gonna bring her van. She's gonna bring her van out. Oh, okay.
Do I need to have all those guys move up downstairs for y'all? The sooner we get all this down here, the sooner you can do what you gotta do and I can go on that. Is that fair? Alright. You can pull your van up. Yeah, right.
Kind of, it's not a parking spot, but it's almost a parking
Right.
spot.
So there's the worker bees coming back.
Let's take all that stuff down and put it down there where they're gonna load it up.
So there's those two taking the ice chest out of there. Tripod, folding chair, bedding and cushions and such. And we still have more troopers out there hanging out. No, they are not taking his stuff. They are having his things, his possessions removed from this area at the top of the steps. They're placing it at that area down there, and a vehicle will be arriving shortly to receive it. So basically his stuff is going home, but he is going to be allowed to stay here indefinitely as long as he wants, as long as the tent and the bedding is not here, but he himself, his person, can be here as long as he wants. Well, there's nothing that says that people cannot bring him water, other beverages throughout the duration of his stay here, for however long that may be, as he continues to occupy the state capitol until he sees real change, in his words. Oops.
Everybody need their sandals?
Friends bring you something fresh and fresh, right? Don't get rid of that. And no sound. I was supposed to camp out here. Yes, sir. There's signs that can't be posted. Just take those signs down there for your cars. Oh, you can't post them.
Yeah, that one's my hand.
Okay.
These are mine.
Okay. We good? Appreciate you. Have a blessed day. We're going to stick around here until they load everything into the car and then we're out here. Okay?
Fantastic. Thank you.
So are you charged or not?
No, I didn't interfere, so. Back to the drawing board. I'll figure out how to not die up here.
Where there's a will, there's a way. I think it'll be worked out.
Yeah. Look, there's areas that when it rains, it doesn't get wet, so it should be pretty all right.
Yeah.
Winter is coming, so I'll just bundle up.
Tacos for lunch?
Oh,
Yeah?
today,
I'll bring you some tacos.
today is Fuzzy's Day. I get my free tacos every week, so
All right.
I was customer number 20 at the Midwest City location, so I get free tacos for a year.
There you go. There you go.
Counting down until the one in Yukon opens. I'll be in line there opening day. Love those tacos.
So I didn't ask them this question, but the deal was, if they come up here and take down my tent and I don't interfere, they won't take me to jail. There was no talk or mention of me resetting up. So I'm trying to figure that one out. But at the same time, they did give me the rules, so I feel like if I can stay inside those,
Yeah, definitely.
it will be even more of a peaceful group.
Very, very, very much so. So definitely go through the documentation there that Captain Tibbetts gave you with a fine-tooth
That's how I
comb.
knew that we were allowed to have those, because it says handheld signs are allowed. You just
Yeah.
can't attach them.
Yeah.
And you were kind of posted with that picture on Facebook. You want to text your people?
Can't live.
So
No, I'm just saying. Destruction of property.
every single time.
I didn't destroy nothing.
I know, but every single time I get you pets, they rip.
Well, it's because when they were putting me in the car, he came around and was like grabbing. Because I wasn't there.
Well, there you go. From now on, no pants. One less thing to worry about.
Yeah. Well, I was just worried about being able to have some type of clothing while in jail. Because, these don't have that.
You don't have the
sign.
string.
Yeah, so I can keep.
Yeah, you want to keep your pants
Don't
on
ask
in
me
jail.
why, though.
You want to
Don't
keep your
ask me
pants
why.
on in jail. Before you get to back off, nasty Nate.
I think that went as good as we could possibly have asked for.
Yeah, because I was.
I don't feel like that could have gone any smoother.
No. It could have definitely gone worse.
It could have definitely gone worse.
You're by
All of them
yourself.
are really nice.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
If y'all weren't
Well, no, I know we knows you'd be gone.
If y'all weren't recording, who knows what would happen.
Kaylee's confused as why you didn't just walk to the car.
I don't have an answer for that. Why didn't I just walk to the car?
You were channeling your inner
I
Gandhi.
don't know who Neff Street is, but they said you were asking
Peaceful
for trouble.
non-cooperation.
I was asking for trouble.
Whoever Neff Street is. That's not even my friend. Must be your friend? Or just some random
There's
person?
something.
Yeah, is there a title on that so people can go look it up for themselves? All right, so rules for use of State Capitol Park 260:60-5-1. So that's what you can look up there, folks. Okay, I think I've got a good enough shot of that. So, what is that, 2 pages that Captain T gave you?
Yeah.
Okay, front and back. So, some light reading.
I should probably use the hashtag for Captain T on.
Mm-hmm.
I spelled it wrong.
You always put the T. You say Captain T on. You always do like the CAPTIOL. Like you have the I.
Why hasn't nobody told me?
So, how's he
Because
spelling it?
every time I correct you, you bullying me. That's rude.
How do I spell it?
You have CAPTIOL.
Cap-
Captule. Captule.
And
The
nobody.
the capital?
Yeah,
No,
nobody has
capital.
corrected me this whole time.
I
How
just
Ru-
did.
ru-
Y'all supposed to be my
Probably nobody
friends.
did.
Rutgers University recently came out and said that grammar is racist, so.
Well,
Oh, this is basically telling me I have to get a permit.
Yeah. All right, somebody is here telling me, after the live stream, brother, please take a picture of the unconstitutional document in reference to what you're holding. So, now he wants me to take a still picture of it when I'm done streaming.
Got you. The
Would-
unconstituted.
Yeah. Which will be shortly, I think. I think I'm going to wrap this up in a bit. Head on out. There's our Oklahoma flags.
oh, that's how a friend.
There's the American flag there.
People were sharing it.
And we'll take a zoom in of the great seal of the great state of Oklahoma up there.
Okay, so they're saying that the reasons why I was here unlawfully include I violated individuals may carry handheld signs, place cards, banners, affixing or securing signs, place cards, or banners to the building, fixture, tree, or any other fixed structure is prohibited. They're saying I was in violation of that.
Okay.
And then number 7, assembling, congregating, or acting individually in such a way as to obstruct sidewalks, walkways, or entrances and exits to buildings is prohibited.
What?
So they're saying I was prohibiting an entrance.
Okay.
And then
Definitely not well, technically it is, but nobody actually goes in and out through these giant doors.
the other one, placement, setting up, or erection of tents, sleeping for the purpose of camping or remaining overnight is prohibited.
Okay, well, kind of got you there.
Yeah, those are the ones that they circled. So I'm saying, I assume.
Yeah, that's the highlights.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Who knows? They may have not done more research into it, and they could have found other things had they had more time.
They went to go print that off.
I'm not mad at them.
Yeah. One of our
Is this day 3?
yeah. One of our Patriot friends is asking if you have a lawyer.
I do not have a lawyer.
There you have it. He does not have a lawyer. Perhaps one will come to his rescue. There are a lot of pro bono types out there.
Yeah, can you get me compensated for damaged property?
Yeah.
Officer Brandon did that.
Trooper Brandon ripped his pants.
The irony is not lost on you. Actually, I think you guys would enjoy this too. So I am Jahaven Morris. That is my name. That is my God name. My God-given name. Now my slave name is Brandon. Brandon decided to rip these pants.
There can only be one.
All right, Brother Malcolm, tell us about those slave names.
How you doing, sir? You said what? Oh, yes, sir. Please do. Oh,
Mhm.
I'm an attorney.
Look at that. We were literally just talking. Does he have a lawyer? Someone had asked that.
And if you will have me, I'll do it for free because I believe in your cause. If you have any
This is awesome.
issues, you let me know.
well, so far, as long as I don't put my tent back up, you're going to be good.
Well, they have to allow for you to have, if they're going to have a prohibited place, they have to dictate what it is, and they have to, your guidelines, they have to give you the ability to do it fairly. So I will,
They gave me, as long as I don't violate these, they won't bother.
let's go through them and figure out the way to make sure you're comfortable out there during the protest. You mind if I sit with you?
Pick a chair.
Pull up a spot of capital. Enjoy your stay here on the front porch of the people's house.
They didn't take the plant.
Does anyone else need a water?
Oh, look, they let me keep my plant, guys.
That's nature.
They let me
Well.
keep my plant.
All right. Let me read through these and then I'll summarize it for you.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to leave it at that and get on out of here, guys.
Are you going to take that picture of it?
Yeah.